banca secure the bag.
They said the amount I'm missing is 2,000. I'm on academic and sports scholarship, so that's a good
Man,
thing.
stop lying to me. Don't
I'm
tell me
dead
nothing like
serious.
that, bro.
I'm dead
Stop
serious.
telling me things like
They
that,
call
man.
they call
Inspiring
no,
me, boy. Don't tell me that.
they said I'm Mr. What is it called, Mr. Program, something like that. Yeah, they call me Mr. Program or something like that. I'm gonna be I got all nine divine, all the nine divine, like they all gonna be like my dream team when I get up there. Basically, like my dream team now, they passing me on to their divine nine that they know that they grew up with, but they're all in sororities. Like different of them are in sororities and they play a major part
Fraternity?
of the Newberry community. Yeah, basically fraternity and all that. So like basically those will be my next mentors when I move and I leave and stuff like that. Cause they work with my mentors. So like they know they grew up together, they were
Yeah,
friends, all
yeah.
that. So yeah. Basically just, passing me
Man,
on.
yeah, this kid, bro. That's even better than what I was expecting. Like 1,000% better than anything I was expecting.
Yeah,
Can you
like that.
chill out for just a second? Like, it's gonna take
Yeah.
about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, and I'll let you go ahead and get your thing done. But
You
I,
said
I I want to be able to get like a quick steal with you and get this thing started with the first one, and you can go ahead and move around with the rest of them.
alright, I bet you wanna go sit down? Yeah, I bet I go sit down. Alright, I about to go sit in the car for a second, alright?
No,
Give me a
stay in
few.
there so I can see you. Stay in there.
Oh, alright. Shoot, what do you mean? Why go sit down now?
What me?
Um,
What Walmart you at?
alright, let's see. I'm at the one by Northwood. Oh, I know where I
Okay.
can go sit down
Go over
at.
there by that McDonald's. McDonald's ain't in there no more.
No, McDonald's not there. Remember that. I'm about to go sit down. I know where to go sit down at.
So
You
like
honest?
with uh with the mentor program,
Yeah. Yes.
they provide people at the college to make sure that you're straight too.
At the mentor program, no, they do not. They
But
don't
he
provide it.
just knows some of them people. Or he
Yeah,
knew
no.
somebody.
Yeah, cause like I also when I was talking to Live 5 News um about the gun violence program I was in, there was also a older man he he wrestled and played football and he also set records for Newberry. Basically, he set wrestling records for Newberry, and so basically he's the one of the biggest investors, and he used to be there. His name is Record, and the wrestling. So he
What's his
found out
name?
that his name is Trayvon Fordham. Trayvon Fordham, and
Okay.
he realized that I wrestle, and then I placed number two in the state on last year, year 2023, for
Yeah.
wrestling.
Yeah.
So he realized how good my grades was, and he heard my story. So he was like, oh wow, like he was very impressed. So what he did, he gave me, we exchanged numbers and stuff like that. He talked to me, and then I think he contacted some people that go to Newberry, that's a part of the Newberry community and stuff like that. And I got some calls from my mentor, Miss Patsy Gartner. I got some calls from her. She was
Miss
saying that,
Patsy Gardner was with what Second Chance?
second chances. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
that's my,
I used to work with her. I used to
that's
teach her son at Northwood Academy. She know
yeah,
Ratley
that's
and like Ratley is her one of her business partners.
yeah.
You remember Coach Ratley, right?
Yes, that's my. You said Coach Riley
Yeah, Coach Ratley is her business
from
partner.
from Northwoods.
No, Coach Ratley from over here at St. John.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen him once, but I haven't been seeing him like that. But
Man, that
I
is
know that.
crazy. Like, dog, do you see how God moves, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Golly.
it's people
That is
that
crazy.
it's like people that I connected with. Like it felt like I was supposed to connect with
You
them.
were
You know what I
supposed
mean?
to.
So
You were
like
supposed to.
like for
All right, check
example,
this
like
out.
uh,
Well, you about to make me start crying. Check this out. We gonna go ahead and get this thing started, all right? This
all
is
right,
how we do on Sudden Change Podcast. We do it just like a football game, right? We got
all right,
4 quarters. I got 4 questions, and we got a sudden change. All right, tonight we got DJ Taylor,
Yes.
freshman at
How y'all
Newberry
doing?
College,
How y'all doing?
Mr. Wrestling,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Change Your Life, Mr. Done Did It All. Like, this is why. This is the reason that we do what we do. So, DJ, I know you got stuff to do,
Yes.
man. I know you moving around with your people. You just came from the gym, getting
Yeah.
ready to go to Newberry on January 26th. Happy early birthday, January
Thank,
24th.
thank you,
You
thank
getting
you,
ready to
thank
do
you,
that
thank you.
big, man. I'm
Yes, sir.
loving the energy, dog, and it's for real. It's for
Yes,
real.
sir.
Check this out. First quarter. First quarter. I
First
already
quarter.
broke the news. I already said it. I'm sorry. But what college are you going to this spring? What extracurricular activities will you be involved with? And man, how'd you do it? DJ, how did you go from where we met and we was in that little room talking to where you
Yes.
standing at right now, big
And,
dog?
and
Tell
and
me.
and what's
Tell
crazy is
me.
crazy is I always remember that conversation. That conversation, I feel like that sparked my life and St. John's that made me realize that I had potential. That I had like, but us having that conversation, you woke me up in a lot of different ways that you haven't probably realized, but you have woke me up. You got me out my own way. But I will be attending Newberry. I will be attending Newberry to go wrestle. While I'm there, on scholarship. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. Man, it's been a long journey to be real with you. Like I didn't even thought I'd have been here, but I always know like I always trusting what like what my craft was, what we did. The only reason I really joined wrestling was because of football, because football always been my passion. Like even talking to you, like trying to get right on the field and stuff like that. I saw that there was things that was lacking that I had to do, and you told me, hey, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Like ain't nobody gonna feel sorry. Like you gotta get up and go get it. Like get up and go do it, because ain't nobody gonna give it to you. Ain't nobody gonna, so like that made me realize that I gotta stop being what you call it, like self-doubt and self sabotaging,
Self-sabotaging, and
yeah,
you gotta just
sabotaging
believe in the
myself.
stuff that you
Right,
believe, man.
right.
You
And so
can't. You
like
gotta stop coming back to what you thought you was and know who you really
right,
truly are, man. Like
right.
that leads right into the second quarter, DJ. That leads
Yes,
right
sir.
into the second quarter. Why do you know for a fact? Like I know you know it. I can hear it in your voice. Why do you know for a fact you're gonna be successful?
I know for a fact I'm gonna be successful because I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I know that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get where I want done. Like even I, it don't matter the hurdles. Like I'm still gonna find a way to get where I need to be at. If
Mm-hmm.
I gotta bust my behind every day, like one thing I know for a fact is consistency is key. Without consistency, man, listen, it could have been so much times I could have failed, like so much times that when you're tired, when you ain't want to do nothing, like when you just want to lay there, but you have to get up. You have to get up. You have to get up because this is what you want. This is what you're supposed to be dedicated to. This is what you're supposed to apply the pressure. You know what I mean? This is when the time when you're supposed to apply it. So that's when I know that I feel like I'm going to be successful because I got the right people around me. I got the right people that is pouring positivity inside of me. Like my mentors, for example, like, he
What's
makes
what,
me
what
come
what's your
second for
mentor's
me.
name? The guy from North Charleston.
Uh, the guy from North, you talk about my coach from North Charleston? I
No,
got a,
the guy. His daughter got Ronald
oh,
Smith.
oh,
Is that
Ronald
his name?
Smith. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I found out Mr. Ronald Smith was my cousin down the line, but yeah, Mr. Ronald was my classmate's father, and she was a great person. She was great.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved her in school. She was a very, very popular young lady. She was coming out of Morningside with me, and then we was about to go to high school, the North Charleston High School, our home school.
Mm-hmm.
But she died to gun violence. Due to that, that sparked up the movement for positive vibes. For Roger Nate. Daddy. So if it wasn't for that, I feel like if it wasn't for all of that happened, I feel like I wouldn't be in the position I am today because, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, just because of her death, like, it opened doors for me. Like, it opened a giant door that I didn't realize that I had a key to. You know what I mean? So I'm very thankful,
Golly.
and I'm taking it all in. I'm taking it all in. Like it was hard. A lot of crying days, like a lot of days, crying, struggling. I've been there. So like I'm just thankful that I have people in my corner that that I can rely, that I can rely on, but not always rely on. But they coach me up to get me prepared for the real world.
I'm gonna tell
You
you something,
understand?
DJ.
So
I feel like we done had this conversation already, man. I'm gonna tell you everything that you went through, every one of them. Those days when them tears was falling, you needed
yeah,
it. You needed it because right now it made you
yes
so
sir.
strong that ain't gonna there's not gonna be another day like that because you always got that to stand on. You built the foundation of pain, dog, and that builds something within people that they can go through certain things that nobody else can. Because you felt it, like you felt it. You felt where you was by
I felt
yourself,
it.
and then somebody showed up, but something showed up, and something said, "You know what? No, you're not.
And,
You get somebody got your back." And like
and even
you
when
don't even understand the connected dots, bro. We
right.
had a convention out at Wamala Island, and I met
Mhm.
Mr. Smith, and we did a thing that day. And you
Mhm.
were still, oh, you still away.
Yeah.
You wasn't even around. And our connection was that you told me back then that you had went to school with Rajane. You
Yeah.
had told me already that you knew that young lady who got killed at that party, man. And when I talked to him, I was talking to him about you. I was telling him that was a kid that we had that was at St. John's and wasn't there no more. He had a whole bunch of stuff going on. And he didn't know who you was. I didn't know who he was. Really, I knew
That's
that,
crazy.
that was his daughter. But man, God put people in your life for a reason, dog. And you go through things in your life for a reason. All that stuff might feel crazy to you now, but embrace it. Because you're a
Yeah.
strong young man. And everything that you went through for real, it's gonna make you into what the great person you're gonna be after
Right.
all of this. Now, dog, I'm losing my mind right now. I just skipped over the
Yeah.
third quarter. We
Like
go into
I.
the fourth quarter, man. We'll go to
Uh-huh.
the fourth quarter because I want you to go ahead and get in there. We're gonna do this again, man, where we can sit down
Okay.
together and really do, face to face thing. But for the fourth quarter, like this is where you win the game at. This is where we finna
All
win
right.
at right here, all right? What
All
is
right.
the biggest goal that you have for your first college semester? What's the biggest goal you got in academics, athletics, just life, or what? What is it?
My biggest goal, my first college semester will be first academics. That's the most important because
Mm-hmm.
without that, I won't be able to be playing sports. So that is something that I will be going hard in. I will be like no matter, I will be going hard in that. Second, I hope I flourish inside, my athletic, field. Basically, I
That
hope
boy
I
said
flourish. Like,
flourish. That boy said
like
flourish.
I really, I just really, because I know that even though I got, I'm very talented. You got other people out there with different talent. Good is exactly like me. So you got to make sure you outwork them, and that's the only way you're going to either beat somebody is outwork. That's the only way. You can't take no drugs. You can't be, you know, it's none of that. It's always about working. Work
Mm-hmm.
is the way. Work is the key. Work is the answer. Work is the way you're gonna get it done. So if that's what I'm gonna have to do, that's what it's gonna have to be. So that is one of my biggest goals for this college semester. I'm really proud of. I'm really excited to also like get connected inside a community and be a big asset. Somebody like one of my teachers or my professors, can rely on like, hey, I have this young man, I can refer you to, and this and that. I would love to be that type of person because that opens me up to so much opportunities, networking, because it's not about what you do, it's who you know. So
Absolutely.
I'll be ready for that.
Absolutely. I got a connection for you when you get there. My old defensive coordinator is the head football coach there. My old defensive
Really?
line coach is the linebackers coach there. My old offensive coordinator is there too. So you got football coaches around you that I came from. All this
See,
craziness, everything I'm giving you, like I got a lot of that from Coach Knight. I learned how to
yeah.
play defensive line because I stole Coach Jones' uh, drill tape. He gave me a drill tape. I never gave it back. I still got it. And Coach Vaughn was the offensive coordinator. And he came down recruiting the first year you came down. And I remember the
Yeah.
first day I met you, you had your shoulder pads on your shoulder. I don't know if you
Hmm.
remember. I asked you
Yeah, I
who
remember
told
I
you was
walked.
good enough in football to walk around with shoulder pads on your shoulder in the hallway, big dog. Like, what's
You did
going
say
on
that.
with you? And I love that about you, man. And I love the fact that you standing on everything that you've done and you being great about what it is
Yeah.
that you got going on, man. I got a question for you though. This is sudden
Wow.
change.
Haha.
Sudden change.
Science
How many? I know
change.
you gonna drop. I know you gonna drop one or two. How many of them times? How hard you gonna cry, boy, when you
Hey,
hit
I
that
ain't gonna lie.
road and you know you gonna be sleeping in somebody else building. You ain't
No,
gonna be at
yeah.
home. Ain't gonna be no D road. Ain't
Oh
gonna be no Ashley
yeah.
Falls fade. You can't go downtown, boy. You can't come over here to the island. And
I ain't gonna
how
lie.
how do you feel about taking this trip?
I ain't gonna lie. I probably would shed a tear. Like I probably would shed a tear because of the fact that like that everything changed and everything gonna be different even when I come back home. So I might shed a little tears about that because of course I'm away from home, but I feel like I'm used to being away from home. Like I'm used to being out of my comfort zone because I've been in foster care a lot. So and I've been in the country, so like in group homes and stuff like that. So it's like school a little bit in a certain way, but it's not. You know what I mean?
It's
So
it exactly.
yeah, so it's
It's
like
exactly it. I'm telling you, you've done this already.
yeah, so like it's
All
like
you
it's
gotta
like
do is
first.
show up and be you, bro.
Right, that's all it is. That's all it is, and that's why I feel like I can do it at. And yeah. So like right now, I'm just on my grind. Like I'm ready. Like I'm so ready. Like I'm ready to just get back in shape. I'm just ready. I just ready. I'm just ready. I'm so excited. Like I feel like ever since that time I was in the hospital when I was up in St. John's, and ain't nobody else came did what they had to do for me but you know what I mean, and we barely knew each other at the time, so like that really
Nah, you didn't know
that
me.
opened me up, you know what I mean, that
You didn't
opened
know
me up a
me.
little bit,
I
like
knew you. I
like
knew
that
you.
opened me up.
DJ, I'm gonna tell you, man. I love you, dog. You got something special. You got a light that can't be turned off. It can't be turned on because it gotta be in you, big dog. And you
Right.
got that, man. Do me a
Yeah.
favor.
Yes sir.
Go be great. When I'm talking about great, you know exactly what I mean. It ain't
I'm
just a
already knowing.
word. It's a feeling. It's an understanding. It's an embodiment. You got to embrace it. G
Yes
R
sir.
E A T. Giving real evidence all the time. You got the grades. You got the athletic ability. You got the
Yes
drive, dog. You
sir.
got it all. And sometimes everything that you got is needed to accomplish the dreams that you want, man. You are off and on your way, dog. Do not forget the people that poured into you. Make sure you
Yes
give
sir.
that back to somebody. Like that's the reason that you're getting so much pouring into you right now. Don't
So I
hold
can
on
do it
to
for
it.
somebody else.
Make sure you give it back to somebody. The only way you're gonna get more is to give it back, and you're gonna realize that the more you give back, the more you can receive, right?
Right.
And the more you're gonna be able to carry, because you're gonna be stronger from giving and giving and giving and giving. You're gonna be strong enough to carry everything that you're gonna be weighted down with, and that's the pressure of just being great. All right,
Yes
I'm gonna
sir.
let you go ahead and get your stuff done tonight, man. But we're gonna get back on this phone, and I'm gonna hold you about an
All right.
hour and a half, big dog. All right.
All right. All right.
All right, DJ, I appreciate you, man. I love you. I'll talk
All
to you
right. Love you
soon.
too. Keep being great. You already know. Keep being
All
great.
right.